man who did not know his place. He presumed to ask me questions.
We do a lot of presuming here in the United States, Consul General. It comes with the turf.
You fuck young boys, Valdez.
Are you a madman?
Oh, I'm most certainly going to hell for that one, but you know, it's probably too little too late for me anyway. It is your boy QT, the emphasis on the QT, because I obviously am one. Last time out, they killed the Smith. I said it was a broken toe. It was indeed actually a broken elbow. You know, toe, elbow, easily confused. 2 months without the Smith. After they killed our Kieran Tierney already. After they killed Dwight McNeil, but no one really gives a shit about Dwight McNeil because he's trash. Anyway, that was obviously that intro as a segue into our FA Cup tie against Everton and Sigurdsson. Sigurdsson, for some reason, is actually captaining Everton against us. But after last time out, where they scored late against us and absolutely left us in the dust, we weren't letting it happen twice. Sigurdsson did actually score against us again, which is kind of strange because I understand I may sound like some weird morphling of a 13-year-old and a homeless man who'd never spoke before, but I thought Sigurdsson liked to score against young boys. But I know, I'm so funny, thank you very much for coming. But South East London, home, or at least that's what it used to be. I was there, and I ain't gonna lie boys, early on I was feeling myself. The footwork was out, the hands were in motion, my throat may feel like it's been garroted with piano string, but my fingers, they just felt majestic. And unsurprisingly, 13 on the clock, Patty B. Bamford, the GOAT, the man who's already got 27 in the league, and it's not even done with January. Actually, just as a quick interlude, can we just talk about how Hudson-Odoi was looking at Ramsdale here? Like, the saying is staring daggers here, but I don't think he was staring daggers. I think that man wanted to back that arse up and actually dagger him based on the amount of intensity in that stare. Speaking of, as you can see, he literally did just back his booty up into him, as Will Hughes tried to diving headbutt him at the same time. Rightfully, fair play ref, you don't make a lot of good decisions, but rightfully the bald nonce did flag. I'm still not quite sure how Bamford got that one on target. But boys and girls, I'm not happy. Every time now. Like, I get EA, I get it. You added it so computers make fouls, it's cool, whoop-de-dee. Get him gone. Get Mark Guerhi gone. I don't want to see his face. I don't want to see his dirty face no more. Bye-bye. Bye, Felicia is right. How dare he tackle Martin Odegaard like that? Luka Milivojevic and Mark Guehi, the dirty face duo. Pricks. Obviously, I didn't score the free kick because it had near impossible this year. Also, I don't know why I'm saying he's got a dirty face, because what even would be a dirty face? It's like an ugly one. I'm from South East London, but I'm like one of the really stupid ones, which makes sense because I teach children. Boys and girls, I said we were feeling ourselves, and I was not lying. Finally, Bamfy comes through. They had 10 men against me. Against me. How dare they? 2-0, win wrapped up, Christmas came early. But boys and girls, with Emil out, we had to make a sign, and we had to add some more depth. Fabio Carvalho, the English-Portuguese, the man who plays for Fulham, the man who's actually leaving Fulham at the end of the season, heavily linked to Liverpool. With Emmy out, we needed a quick replacement who won't be in the way when Emmy's fit, can get a loan deal if necessary. The Fulham youngsters seem like the ideal signing. But this bald-headed fool, many of you may recognise, Ludovic Plan B Ajorque. If you don't want your girlfriend to get pregnant, many of you say use Plan B. You know why they say that? Because if you use Plan A, aka Ludovic Ajorque, that girl is going to have one right up the duffer. Apparently Fabio Carvalho, as you just saw then, wasn't a young player, by the way. I'm not entirely sure how that works. But 28 goals for Bamford, just 5 from breaking the record. Wolves up next. Saka, our own star boy, our lad, our little man that could 87 rated now, by the way. I'm just so proud of him. Chiesa though, leaving people in the dust early on, driving into the box, but just like myself with every girl I've ever been with, the finishing lacks. And to be honest, Chiesa's been on a pretty mad goal drought. Martin Odegaard, though, driving forward, absolutely obliterating them, finds Chiesa. And boys and girls, I bid you adieu. Here to serenade you is Mr. Clutch Just himself. Because Chiesa once told me he believes he can fly. He believes he can fuck the sky. He thinks about it every night and day. He spreads his wings and he shoots away. He believes he can score. Open your mum's legs up like an open door. I was singing Jimenez, you absolute prick. How dare you? I was excited, but now it's 1-1 against Wolves, and they dared interrupt me. They needed to learn something. They needed to learn a lesson, and Saka was going to teach them. Whipping it in, gets it back, gets it gone. Nicola Barella, he finds Odegaard, who finds Nuno Tavares, and Wolves for some reason have John Ruddy in goal. John Ruddy. The worst part is there's going to be people here who haven't heard about John Ruddy, who haven't heard of him, which makes me feel very, very old. John Ruddy is shit. John Ruddy used to play for Norwich, which should basically tell you everything about him. Chiesa sting these palms early, but Bruno Lage, I do not know what you were thinking about when you thought you could use... How fucking dare they? Those bitches are gonna pay. Boys and girls, first they took Dwight McNeil and we didn't really care. Then they took Kieran Tierney. You know, it wasn't that big a deal because, you know, we've got a lot of replacements. Then they took the Smith. And we did care because we liked the Smith. Then they fucking took our star boy and I didn't even care. I did not care that I conceded just then. I don't go outside. Odegaard with a reverse pass so strong it left those Wolves defenders' penises inside out like a vagina. I don't go outside. I don't speak to women. My social game has been caught lacking more than Boris Johnson in a live debate. This was done out here. They were green lit. My shooters were ready like the Golden State Warriors. They were about to get done out here. 3-2 immediately. Paddy Bamford with a vengeance for his young star boy. Saka the captain. Bamford the star. We weren't done. St. Nicholas making himself look like an angel and guiding the Wolves play straight back down to hell. 4-2. We still weren't done. Nicola Barella, by the way, what a signing he has been. Struggled early on, but we're going to need that man to step up even further because wait till you see how long Saka is out for. Ludovic Ajorque, though. We signed this man for his head game because I asked his wife and it was strong. Scoring with his right foot. I was a bit disappointed, but that French pansy, that French fanny, he got it done. There's many Francophobes in Midlands. Francophobes, rather. So I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. And he made sure they paid. But for those 3 points, I'm not going to lie, I think it's fair to say we were the ones who had to pay the price and sacrifice for it. 7 months. 7 months. They couldn't have taken Saliba or Calvin Phillips, could they?
How are you and team handling the news about Saka?
Gonna be honest, badly. I've been crying all night. I've defecated my trousers 2 or 3 times. There's really not much more to say about it. I'm struggling. I'm in a bad place. The team, I'm sure they're upset. I've kind of just locked myself in my room, you know, like any responsible adult would be when their favourite toy gets broken.
And thoughts on team's recent physical play?
I'm fuming. I'm done with it. I'm sorry. I am. Mike Riley, that bald nonce who's head of the officials, he's clearly got something against us. I still remember 15 years ago when he ruined our undefeated run. I don't forget these things, Michael. Michael Riley, I'm speaking to you now. Fix up. Or fuck around and find out. I'm not having this anymore. My team are getting thrown around like a dirty whore, ankles taken and put on necklaces like it's some sort of big thing they're happy to do. We're not a token of strength. funny. Speaking like Mike Ray, the referee, Graham Poll once at my old secondary school, we had this thing called Celebration of Achievement, where like they just handed out like super certificates, and they always had like a Nazi celebrity guest. It's like hand out, oh, you're the best in PICT, well done, I'm very proud of you, chap. Good job, chap. Well, Graham Poll, who used to be a referee in the Premier League, some of you may have heard of, he came to my brother's one and got booed. I'm sorry, you've just got to love South London. It's such a great country, or great place, great part of the country. Either one of those would have been better than what I actually said originally. Speaking of better though, Chiesa couldn't have done much better there. Absolutely twining and dining on the defenders. Speaking of taking ankles, he certainly took them. And speaking of taking ankles, I'm genuinely not quite sure how I got away with that one. I'm not going to lie. And a penalty for me and a yellow card, I am the best penalty saver in FIFA history, so I don't even blame Danny Ings for just skying it away. I really just don't blame Danny Ings for that. I'm sorry, ref. Fucking get your whistle out, you prick. How is it not a foul? How is that not a foul? Aaron Ramsdale not having it. But how was that not a foul? Why are they going after all my English players, by the way? The Gengen was out though. The pressing game was far too strong. Party Martinelli gets the ball, finds Gossens. The goose was loose and he unsheathed his long sword straight into Emi Martinez's caboose. My Ryan game is about accurate for a guy who teaches 8-year-olds every day. Robbing Gossens to left back, robbing and living, to be honest. He's basically our third choice at this point. But getting the goal to put us one up. Chiesa now speeding ahead, about to take the ankles of yet another Villa player. We are going to call him the ankle hunter from now on. And Martin Odegaard, we're not going to play the song for that one, because the song for an open goal is a little bit... It just doesn't seem worth it to me. But MO Martin Odegaard certainly making us all a little bit Martin Odegaard. I deserve that for the joke. I just deserve that. I'm not even angry. I just deserve that for what I just said. I really do. Aston Villa able to make it 2-1. But boys and girls, I already said it. I don't go outside. So if my vibes are good, all is going to happen is your goal is going to keep getting peppered and peppered and peppered. And eventually I'm going to find is that Brentford missing those? Chiesa coming through now on his left. Our second top scorer. Or this is as well. We keep going now. We are determined to get this. Did Brentford just... No, I'm sorry. Just cut to that equaliser. We know it's coming. We do. We know it's coming. Oh, look, it's the 88th minute and Villa on the attack. I wonder, boys and girls, I wonder what's going to happen here. I wonder if Villa get the ball. Oh my goodness! Villa have scored! I'm so shocked after Martinez made save after save after save after save. Dean Smith, you got sacked, you prick. Get out of that huddle. They don't love you like that. They don't want you no more. You got thrown away like used goods. Get out of that huddle, bitch. You're at Norwich now. You fucking deserve it too, you prick. How dare you equalise against me. Boys and girls, you've been a lovely audience. Thank you for coming. Peace.
How will Quackers and the boys overcome their mounting hospital bills? Will the late Villa equaliser be a stumbling block or the killer blow? Will Quackers ever make an actual funny joke, or will he keep beating the nonce jokes into the ground? How will Arsenal fare at the Sao Paulo after going behind early in Naples? Can they overcome Insigne's cuteness overload attack? Find out next time on Quackers TV.